Hey, yo, what's decent? Yo, I got another battle I want you guys to watch. Let us go. I'm gonna lead out with this steel flying bird. I'm gonna get the enunciation wrong. I think it's Skarmory or Skamori, depending on how you feel about it. But anyway, I'm just gonna switch out into Gallade. I'm gonna scout to see if he has a Fire Blast. I definitely do want to save it for a little bit later on. He probably foresaw that I do want to switch out. Maybe try to scout to see what my initial switch would be, and then afterwards I'll just stay in and go for the roar myself. I thought that he was gonna switch out to anticipate Gallade coming back in, so I wanted to roar just to see what he would switch out into, like, you know, kind of doing the same thing back onto him. I'm gonna switch out to Tyranitar. I'm actually surprised that he didn't switch out, but maybe he has the baton pass. You know, it is an EV evolution after all, you know, so he goes for the Shadow Ball. I thought that he was gonna have like HP Fire or something like that, or HP Fighting. I've seen that, but he just like manually withdraws and I get a free kill. That's okay. All right, I'll take that. That's beyond gone. I don't have to worry about anything blocking my Stuff Rocks from being set up on the opposite side of the field. So he's gonna bring in his Roserade. I feel confident I could take a Giga Drain, but I don't really want Tyranitar to be asleep yet. Plus I have Goodra, who has Sap Sipper and an Assault Vest. So if you want to go for Sludge Bomb, predicting to switch out, I mean, it's not really doing too much to Goodra anyway. So I'm just going to switch out, expecting Heatran to come into play, and just go right back out into Gallade, so I can get a Will-O-Wisp on whatever Heatran switches out into. But he brings in Garchomp, and I'm thinking like, yo, if I decided to stay in and go for Draco Meteor, like, your Dragon would have been decimated. Are you kidding me? Garchomp? Alright, I mean, maybe he read past that. Maybe he's like, yo, I foresee you, you know, like, I foresee you going to Gallade, thinking I'm going to begin the Heatran, and afterwards I'm going to go for a nice little Outrage. But I burned this thing because I have defense investments onto my Gallade, hence why I was able to live that Outrage anyway, coming from Garchomp. So Garchomp is crippled. I'm going to bring in Skarmory because now he's locked onto Outrage. I can take full advantage of this and set up some spikes. Yes, I hope I get a 3-turn activation with Outrage. We'll see you just now. Hopefully so. Come on, no confusion yet. Yes, all right. So I'm able to set up another layer of spikes, and then afterwards I'll just phase it out because he doesn't really want to stay in there anyway. I mean, he could stay in and go for a secondary Outrage, but then again, he could, you know, smack himself in confusion. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna switch out, which is great for me because that means more entry has. But then he has the Heatran or the Balloon, so that's unaffected by spikes as of yet. He's gonna bring it back in the T-Tar. T-Tar does not have Fire Blast. I don't think so, judging by the moves that he has. I mean, but then again, maybe it does. You know, because of the way that he just kind of like played around it, as opposed to like just going for the roar and then afterwards going for the Fire Blast. Now here what might have actually been an opportunity to go for the Fire Blast to just, you know, just to reveal it and such. And then afterwards he's gonna switch out because I do have the close combat, but a weird switch out into Heatran. So I don't really understand that play because you have a Tyranitar. It's not like I'm gonna go for a fire type attack, you're rock. So you kind of resist it, you know? So I'm gonna go for the close combat. I'm gonna knock your behind out. So but I end up knocking out Heatran, which is alright, and then he brings back in Tyranitar. So I'm like, okay, I'll just go for a secondary one. Are you faster by any chance? I don't really think so because I'm jolly. And he goes back out into Swampert. So not only does he take a Life Orb close combat, but he takes unnecessary spikes both with the Tyranitar and, well, I can't say really the Swampert because it's the first time of me seeing him. What I'm going to decide to do is go for the Will-O-Wisp because I'm not exactly sure if a Life Orb close combat would finish it off at that point, especially since he Mega Evolved there. I don't think so. So the last thing I want is for him to go for the Rain Dance and, you know, get his stuff going on there. I do have Skarmory to kind of block it, but it's like a waterfall and a rain and all that other stuff. So I'm just going to cripple it just in case he wants to go just surprise me with that, you know, come from a behind kind of victory kind of thing. Plus he has Roserade in the back. So he switches out into Roserade. Okay. So I'm just going to set up my 3rd layer of spikes. And I do have Brave Bird. It's not like I don't have an attack on it. I'm acting like I don't, but there was no reason for me to go for Brave Bird a little bit earlier on. I might start carrying Drill Peck on this thing because I don't really like the idea of having recoil on a Pokemon that's supposed to operate as a tank, you know? Like, that's just like, in a way, taken away from me. I understand, like, plus attack and stuff like that to deal more damage, but son, like, I'm a tank, you know, I'm a physical wall, so I don't know. To me, it kind of seems just a little tad bit redundant to have a move that will just take away from HP, my own particular HP, when I'm trying to operate as a tank, you know, I don't know. But he's gonna predict that. Oh, his prediction pants came on. I just, kind of failed to acknowledge that in a sense. He just went for the earthquake, got that one for the roost. He doesn't do too much damage despite being a mega Pokemon. I'm going to go for the roost. If I swear to God, if he has the fire blast right there. But he doesn't. He shows me Stone Edge. Critical hit, but to no avail. I'm just going to phase it out just to accumulate damage. I mean, I could really just stay in here with the Skarmory, but that's kind of boring, I save that kind of stuff for Showdown. So I'm definitely going to switch out and, just try to test some stuff out here. I figure I'm just going to see how much a burned Garchomp's Outrage does onto Tyranitar. I figure he's going to want to go for Outrage, but he predicts that. Wow. Okay, I guess he predicts me testing out damage calcs because that's exactly why I wanted to switch out there. I didn't want to stay in with Skarmory. I mean, I could have, But Jesus, wow, alright, that's pretty cool. I bet, how much you want to, yo, and this man went for Outrage just now, son. That's insane. This man just like totally read me, son. Like, this man had the bookmark, everything. Like, yo, you're gonna switch out to Tyranitar, I just know it. And there's no reason for me to Mega Evolve here, but just out of respect, I'm just going to go ahead and do it. I don't really want to come off as cocky or anything like that, So he gets the full respect. Ice Punch, we're just going to get to see how much that would do again. He can't do anything to Skarmory, so if Ice Punch didn't kill it for whatever reason, then I do have Skarmory with a Brave Bird. So that was definitely a great game. If you guys enjoyed, do me a favor, drop a like. If you guys want to see more content like this in the future, please subscribe to me. It is awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Peace. What you doing?